Hello and welcome to Update Novi. I'm your host, Cheryl Walsh-Malloy, and with me today is the Honorable Mayor Bob Gatt.
Hello.
And a special guest, Pastor Jamie Kjos.
Kjos, yep,
Kjos.
you got it.
I got it.
Yes.
When we're here at Brightmoor Christian Church.
That is correct. You're at Brightmoor Christian Church.
So for those of you that might not be familiar with Brightmoor Christian Church, it is a beautiful facility on 13 Mile, just west of M5. You can see it if you've traveled M5. It is just underwent an enormous expansion.
That is correct.
And thank you for the tour prior to the show.
Absolutely.
It was, I shared with you, first time I'd been here in probably 12 years.
Right, yes.
And it was absolutely phenomenal.
Thank you.
There's not enough amazing things I can say about how beautiful, inviting, the space that you've all created. For lack of better terms, as we talk about making community gathering places.
Yes.
That's what you've done here.
Yes.
For your community. Do you want to talk a little bit about that and share with us a little bit about the expansion, the need?
Sure, absolutely. Well, you know, my wife and I moved to the area 12 years ago. And by the way, we love Michigan. You know, some people were like, you're going to Michigan? And we're like, yes. And we've loved every moment of it. And when we came here, the church was probably about 700 people. And they were facing some challenges in the area. We had a large debt that was over the church's head. But you know what? God has been gracious to us, and we've been able to actually eradicate that debt. And then we just began to explode. People were just like coming in droves from, you know, Novi or Milford or Farmington and Southfield and just really all over South Lyon. And we quickly outgrew the campus. We added services, we added chairs, we were trying to use storage rooms for areas. And by the way, the city has been just fantastic to work with. They've helped us along with many projects already. We expanded athletic fields, we've expanded our parking lot, and now we've been into this major expansion of 90,000 additional square feet. And, you know, thank you, Mayor, and the city of Novi for really partnering with us. But so we built a brand new worship center that we're sitting in right now, and it seats 2,130 people, which we are thrilled about. And we offer 2 services on Sunday morning, 9 a.m. and 11:15. But we were also concerned for our children. They're very important. Students are very important. Teenagers, they get into those really turbulent years. They can make either good decisions, bad decisions. And as a parent, I completely understand. And so we designed specific areas that was targeting those age brackets so that they would have a better environment to learn, that they could build community. And really the whole purpose of this was for our children and our students, and the adults just got also some nice things added onto it. And when you look around our campus, one of the things we kept saying is we want a community space, and you kind of hit on it. We wanted it to be user-friendly. So when you come on the campus, the wayfinding is very easy. It might look overwhelming from M5 or 13 Mile, but when you get in, there's very friendly people to help you, but the wayfinding is very easy through this campus. So
one of the things I think that impressed me was not only the color palette and choices of patterns, and I think I used the word energy, but it wasn't a hyper energy. It was very soothing, and it brought this, I can't explain what it is, but it made you feel a sense of belonging and wanting to be here. In every space that you were in. But right away when you enter the main doors, you're greeted, like you said, with staff or a welcome. But then there's this sprawling, I'll use the word Starbucks. It's not a Starbucks, so I don't want to mislead you, but coffee bar area.
Correct.
And then it was funny because Gary Jonah that toured with us made mention of the architect or the designers being the same people that designed airport lobbies.
Correct.
I see that.
Yes.
I see the sprawling, the coffee bar, and then these little waiting areas.
Yes.
Different if you want to sit with someone, if you want to sit alone, if you want to collaborate in a 4-seater. Or it's amazing. It absolutely is beautiful. And that's why I think I asked you, is it open all the time? Because the door was locked when I tried to get in.
Right.
But, but is it open? Because I could see, I'll say parishioners, obviously, but members just wanting to come
Yes.
As a quiet space and not go to a Starbucks, but come here and want to sit and get away and work or listen to their iPad or something of that nature.
Well, we are very internet wired, so you can have, we put in place enough for 1,000 actual devices can hook to the internet here on campus and not get dropped or lose service. You know, one of the things we recognize out in just the community is that there are a lot of people that are isolated and they go to work, then they go to home, they go into their homes, and they're just very isolated to maybe a select few. So we really had a strong desire to help people build and forge community. Friendships are so important. So that's why we purposely did those gathering areas out there. And what we're finding happening is now people that attend our church might work for a business, and they're having business meetings now in our lobby, hooking up to the internet. The cafe's open. They can come and, you know, like you said, they can get a Frappuccino or they can get a mocha or whatever their choice of, you know, beverage is. And so we're finding that, but we're also finding that after school, we, you know, house a K through 12 school, but we're finding other students are beginning to start coming here when school's over with, and we see them sitting in some of the booths doing homework, working together, and we just love that energy and that feeling that you're developing lifelong friendships, and so that was a very intentional thing that we wanted to do.
So in addition to, what do we call this? Not an auditorium, what did you call this?
With sanctuary, worship center.
Worship center.
Yeah.
One of the key components of Brightmoor Christian Church is Brightmoor Christian School.
Yes.
Is it Brightmoor Christian School?
Yes, it's Franklin Road Christian School.
Franklin, that's right.
Yep,
I'm sorry,
yep,
Franklin Road Christian School.
It's a K through 12 school that we established when our main campus used to be in Southfield.
Okay.
And so we moved out here in 2000 initially, and so it's a fantastic school.
How many students?
We have about 320 students, and we'll probably be coming to you, Mayor, in the next couple of years for an expansion of our school, but we'll wait till then.
That's great.
We wanted to get this, you know, complete right now. But, you know, education's very important to families in that, and smaller classrooms and a great learning environment, and that happens here.
I would bet that more than 90% of your graduates go on to college.
Oh, absolutely. About 95% of them go off to university and college. And they score very well. Because when I first came here 12 years ago, I was a product of public school, and so was my wife. And so we were just a little apprehensive, not knowing, you know, is the academic rigors, you know, that well, or is it just kind of a slide by?
Sure.
But we got kids that are, you know, scoring 35s on ACTs and getting accepted at the U of M, and we've had them into Harvard, and then they'll go to community colleges. You know, there are a couple of them that do that before they go off to like Michigan State and things like that. But
nice.
So my kid had graduated, went through 3rd through 12th grade, my daughter, and now she's a student at Madonna University.
Wonderful. So my daughter graduated.
Yeah,
Madonna.
there you go. See, we got something in common besides Novi.
Her husband teaches at Madonna, so we all have a connection here.
Yes. Hey, this isn't about Madonna. This is about Brightmoor. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
So if there was one thing that you could educate the viewing audience, the Novi community about Brightmoor, what would it be?
It would be that if you would choose to worship with us, and as we say, do life with the Brightmoor family, that you would be accepted, loved, and cared for. You know, we all go through cycles in life where, you know, we either got life by the tail or we're going through a struggle, a storm. You know, some with parenting issues, others with physical issues in their body. And it's always nice knowing that there's a community of people that are here to support you and encourage you. And so that's one of the dynamics about Brightmoor. I've always said that people make up their decision whether they're going to come here long before I speak. You know, if you come to a service, it'll probably be about 30 to 40 minutes before I get up there and start speaking. And people have already made up their mind just by how friendly the people are here at Brightmoor. And we got great people, and Mayor knows that too as well.
Yeah, they do. I've been here a few times, and this is a very unique, welcoming place. Absolutely.
Yes. And we're very diverse. You know, there's a lot of diversity, not just ethnic-wise, but also generational ages.
Okay.
You know, we have 20-year-olds that are sitting next to 50-year-olds and 70-year-olds, and you know, a host of a lot of young families. On any given Sunday, we can have upwards of 500 children on campus alone that are 5th grade and under. And we've hired that way as far as having, you know, like 3 children's pastors, 2 youth pastors, because those are very important ages, and we want to come alongside parents and help them out.
So in addition to the services on Sunday, I'm sure there's opportunities to be involved.
Yes.
So someone could be involved as much as they want?
As much as they
Or
want.
just come on Sundays?
They can, absolutely.
What kind of groups or offerings do you have?
Yep. Well, we have ladies groups that meet together. We have a group of young moms that come together that might be choosing to stay at home for this season of life. And so they gather on like Tuesday mornings and Thursday mornings. We have groups that are specifically to help men. And then we have other groups that gather together that help people overcome we would say habits, hang-ups, or hurts that they might have encountered in life. And they need something a little bit more than just willpower. They need groups that come around them that can say, look, I've been through that before and I can help you out. So we have grief support. So there's just a plethora of things to get involved in. You can find that on the website. But we also are very intentional about reaching out to the community. We have doctors that are in our church that offer their services, and we have a medical trailer. We go down to Detroit, and we get to partner with Henry Ford Hospital up here on Maple, and they become part of these outreaches. We feed the homeless twice a month. We go down and do that. And one of the things that we've been doing for over 20 years, Mayor, is that we have been working with foster care children in the state of Michigan. And starting next week, we're going to be taking 50 to 60 kids, and we give them a week of powerful memories. And we take them away from the foster care, working with the state, and they go away and they have a camp that is specifically designed just for them. And we've been doing that for 21 years.
Wow,
and so we do a lot with a lot of foster care and adoption here as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. You know, I think I love getting out on these little visits that we have because, like I shared, I hadn't been here in 12 years, and I live, you know,
just right down the block,
half a mile away. And we will. David and I will come for a service and see what it's all about. But it's amazing to me, another gem right here in our community. And the good not only that you do here in Novi, but around the region is just a great reflection for the Novi community. And for that, we thank you.
Thank you.
And I can tell just in the hour or hour and a half we spent together, your energy is contagious, and I can see why people, you know, why it's gone from 800 to 2,800 members, and that this, you know, this theater is filled on Sundays.
Amen. Thank you.
You're a dynamic man. And
Thank you, Mayor.
You're doing a lot of good.
Thank you, Mayor. I appreciate that. And again, I'll reiterate, thanks to the city of Novi. They have been great partners with us in building and expanding and allowing us to accomplish what we feel God has laid on our heart. But it takes a whole community to come together to allow those things to happen. So thank you.
Thank you. And the expansion's beautiful.
Thank you.
I would encourage you, if you haven't, to stop by Brightmoor Christian Church on a Sunday or on a Wednesday night. You said, and check it out. There definitely is something for everyone, from the youngest, you know, infants and toddlers, to the teens, to you know, the millennials, all the way on up to our older members of the community. There's something for everyone here. So thank you for the tour earlier, and thank you for spending the time with Mayor and I. And when we come back, Mayor Gatt and I are going to update you on the latest happenings here in our Novi community. Don't go away.
Hi, I'm Joe Shelton, Fire Marshal here in the city of Novi, and I'm here to give you some tips about barbecue safety around your home. If you follow these simple safety tips, you're going to have a safe and enjoyable barbecue season. Always make sure your barbecue's in good working order. Never ever barbecue with a propane leak. Never throw any hot materials, especially your charcoal, in the garbage. Keep at least 10 feet away from a combustible structure and never ever barbecue on a balcony of an apartment. We here at the City of Novi want to thank you for following these barbecue safety tips. Remember, fire is everyone's fight.
Welcome back to Update Novi. With me again is Mayor Gatt. Thank you.
Thank you for
being
having
here.
me again.
Well, thank you for suggesting that we come out here, I tour, and that we meet Pastor Jamie.
You know,
Kjos.
I've had the opportunity to work with Pastor Jamie a few times on some projects. He's a very unique man. He's a mesmerizing speaker. He's full of energy. He's somebody that I think would be very easy to get to know well and probably want to become part of this movement here.
I think one of my takeaways from meeting him is he walks.
He walks the walk.
He
does. Yeah, he does.
If he says he's going to do something, we just talked about partnerships off the air with him, and he wants to partner.
He does.
And
he really cares. He
yeah.
cares about this community,
Yeah.
actually.
So,
and his
very
facility is
refreshing.
gorgeous.
Very refreshing, especially in.
He's a typical Novi guy.
Yep.
He's unique. What makes Novi unique? We've
Yeah.
said it for
It's the
years. It's
people.
not the land. It's
Yep.
the people.
It's the
And
people.
he's
So,
a Novi person.
Beautiful facility. Thank you
Gorgeous.
again for suggesting I tour with him, and we will figure out ways that we can partner. But what's going on in Novi? We're sitting here at the end of July already.
Well, middle of July.
Well, by the time this airs, it'll be, and I'll probably be 4 shades darker in my tan.
Well, you're obviously paid well. You go on vacations.
Thanks a lot.
Well, it's true.
It is
What's
summer.
happening? Novi, everything is happening in Novi. Listen, we just talked. We're going to have the Festival of Chariots. It may be over by the time this
Yep.
is shown. Then we have the
India Day.
The India Day, which is their Independence Day. Right around the corner is the Michigan State Fair.
Presented by
Dodge
Ram.
Dodge Ram, exactly.
right.
Yeah. See, you thought you were going to catch me.
I just wanted
No,
to make
no.
sure that we gave them the proper
We give them the
recognition.
proper, and so that's a big deal. I mean,
is a
last
big
year we
deal.
had over 150,000 people, and this year I'm in charge of the weather.
Okay.
And I'm hoping that I can, talk to the right people up there, and maybe we can get 175,000 people, all to come out and enjoy Novi, and really not even cause a problem amongst the neighborhoods and stuff. I mean, the Suburban Collection
A little bit
Showplace,
of traffic, but
a
that's
little
it.
bit of traffic on Grand River, but Suburban Collection now, they are in the midst of expanding. They're
Yeah.
big as it is now. They're going to make it half as big again, and so lots is happening in Novi. We just got done with the Freedom Festival. I don't know.
Stars and Stripes.
Stars and Stripes. You were on vacation, I believe.
No, I was there with you.
Oh, you were there. You were there
Remember
with
we
me.
ran into you
That we
there.
did run into each other. I
Remember David and I were walking in and you were-
That's right. That's right. That's right before you went on vacation.
That's correct.
So I'm not positive how well that did because the weather didn't cooperate. I was not in
No.
charge of the weather. It rained almost every day,
Mm-hmm.
and but I did enjoy it, and I enjoyed the Beatles were there,
Yep.
and I think they've got some great entertainment coming to the State Fair.
Mm-hmm.
So lots of happening in Novi, absolutely.
We, we can, let's talk about one more positive before we get to, a positive, but it's got a little bit of negative with it. We are, at our next show, when you see Mayor and I next, I don't even know if Damon and Josh know this yet, guys.
Yeah.
We are going to be celebrating the
The
40th anniversary
Of
of 12 Oaks Mall.
12 Oaks Mall. Now, out of everybody that will be there that day, there's very few people that can say they were there the day it opened, but I was. And 12 Oaks Mall did more to change Novi, make Novi, than any other entity. Because at the time, I was a young patrolman then, dirt roads, poor schools, no money. the 12 Oaks Mall came into town, and that started the ball rolling. And of course, we've done nothing but go up from then. So 40 years, it's gone by quick.
You know, and I've had recent conversation with people saying, it won't be here 5 years from now, it won't be here 10 years from now, but it will.
Oh, well.
And I've met with Dan Jones, who's the general manager recently, and we all hear what's going on. We read the news, and this place filed bankruptcy.
Malls are declining. The people are changing their buying habits.
12 Oaks Mall has reinvested.
Yeah.
And like you said, brought Novi, a premier community. Several, I would say, a vast majority of the percentage of businesses there, they're the top performing stores in the country.
Yeah, and that's not an accident. You know,
No.
It's well planned. I believe, you know, I'm not a soothsayer, but I believe 10 years from now there's going to be a lot less malls in the area. But 12 Oaks will always be here, I believe. And
I agree.
Dan Jones is one dynamic guy too.
He is too.
He has done a lot with that mall. I think some of the big stores in the mall, as we read, are having trouble, financial trouble. But I think 12 Oaks, the Taubman Company, will move quickly to fill those spaces if they become vacant. And 12 Oaks will be here forever.
I agree. So we'll be celebrating that the first or second week of August coming up here.
You won't be on vacation?
I mean, I'm there. I'm there.
Okay, because you have another vacation planned, don't you?
I do. I do.
It's a lot of money.
Stop. Stop. You're going to have people asking for our
I
salary
know.
sheet.
Yeah.
Road construction.
Road construction. Now, listen, everybody wants their roads fixed, you know, and the city council has
Wave the magic
dedicated,
wand.
we've dedicated $1 million this year just for panel replacement.
Right. Concrete pad.
Concrete
replacements, yeah.
pads. So if you're in a subdivision with a concrete road and there's some problems in front of your home, we may replace that panel. The one next to it might have a little bit of problem. We're not going to replace that one yet. So we're picking the worst ones and we're going ahead and replace them. And that's causing
$1 million we've
$1 million
allocated.
a year for the next 10 years. That's what we've dedicated.
And in previous years, just so everyone's clear, $40,000 to $60,000 only.
Exactly. We're going from
So-
40 to 60,000 to $1 million.
million a
just
year.
panel replacement. Now, in our last budget, City Council dedicated I believe it was over $13 million towards roads and pathways and sidewalks. And, you know, I'm talking about construction, reconstructions, fixing. So, but here's the problem, you know. When we fix a road, we put orange barrels up and it causes traffic jams and it causes problems, you know. We're getting calls from people saying we don't like the construction trucks in our neighborhoods and they start too early. And I wish I could wave a magic wand and
Right.
make everything smooth and do so without any trouble. But unfortunately, that's not.
So to that end, please, I'm asking if you have a problem with road construction, email me, email our city manager.
You can email the mayor,
Email the mayor,
and I'll get it
he'll
to the
get
right
it.
people.
But before it even gets to you, our community relations number is 248-735-5628. We will listen to you, we'll help you, we'll get answers, we'll work to find a common solution because this is our first try at the $1 million replacement.
Yes.
So things, you know, there are going to be hiccups here and there, and we want to communicate and want to make this a smooth process for everybody. So you brought some matters to our attention, and I think we on to good resolution. So I'm going to put that right out there. Major road construction projects too. I would like to encourage people, the city's website, cityofnovi.org. There is a road report. You can click on there and get the most up-to-date. It's updated 2 to 3 times a week
Right.
with the information out there about what's going on with road projects. So
And
it's a
nobody
great
likes to
resource.
see the orange cones. Nobody likes road construction, but nobody likes to drive on the bumpy roads either. So.
Nope.
And in Michigan, we don't have that long a season in which to repair the roads, you know.
So-
Here we're talking about the state fair. Well, that's in September, Labor Day. Soon after that, people are talking about apple orchards, and then, you know, Thanksgiving's around the corner.
So,
So,
not before we meet again, but coming up soon, I want to put it out there. I want people to realize, too, they can visit cityofnovi.org and find out the latest developments at Lakeshore Park. And what's happening with our DPS facility, our Department of Public Services facility expansion. That's going to be
Well, it's
before
going to be
council
tremendous
soon.
additions to the city. The public won't see the DPS improvement too much. I mean, they don't go up to the DPS yard, but it's going to improve their service
Yes, it
because the
will.
trucks will be, housed in enclosed things where they can get out and start plowing the roads if they have to. But the Lakeshore Park thing is going to be beautiful. Now, for years, people up in the north end of the city have asked for, voting precincts and improvements to that park. What we're going to do is build a building that will take care of the campers, because we have a waiting list of campers, so we're going to be able to take care of them. We'll have a couple large rooms that will turn into voting precincts when we vote in this city. And, just to stop any rumors, it's not going to be, it's not going to be a banquet hall. In fact, no weddings, no. In fact, we're not even going to rent that out except to nonprofit organizations like the Boy Scouts, Cub Scouts, in Novi. So it's not going to be anything that's going to take away from the beauty of Lakeshore Park, but it's going to be something that adds to the beauty of Lakeshore Park. The bathrooms will be brand new. Everything's going to be updated. And I say this to everybody listening, Lakeshore Park is a jewel. I've said this for years. In fact, a lot of people south of 12 Mile really don't even know that Lakeshore Park exists. I urge you to go on up there and explore that beautiful park that your taxpayers is paying for, because it's almost like you're up north. You could go on vacation there and really,
I really could.
really not spend the money that you're spending going to, Europe and Texas.
I wish I was going to Europe. But anyways, the Lakeshore Park facility, you're correct.
Yeah.
It'll be also an opportunity to provide programming to the residents in the North End.
Exactly.
With, yoga classes, whatever the case, dance classes, seniors classes, etc. That right there accessible.
Right there. They don't have to drive down to the Civic Center.
Right.
I understand there's also going to be a very small little room that the library is going to have some books there. So people will be able to exchange books without coming down to 10 Mile and Taft Road. It's really designed for the people in the North End to make their lives with the city easier.
And connect them with the city. So that's good. I think we're good. What do you think?
I think Novi is booming.
I probably got a plane to catch. I got to get moving.
Well, I was going to say, are you packed? I mean, I don't know. Where are you going next? Where's Cheryl? We should start a program. Where's Cheryl today?
That's great.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
No. Cheryl is hard at work, most of the time in her office doing all kinds of great communication work and stuff.
Great cover up now. You're backpedaling.
No, it's true. You are. And I sit in your office, but your office moves around. You get on a jet and you move here and there. So.
Oh, it's good.
I haven't been on a vacation in 3 years, and you've been on 3 this month, I think. So it's all good, though.
Boy, it's pick on Cheryl Day. That's good.
It's all
I can
good.
take
No,
it.
it's all good, actually. Everybody in the city of Novi works hard. We try and deliver services to the community. Novi's a premier community. It truly is. I work in Auburn Hills. People don't know how good we have it in Novi until you go and see other cities. So, and I'm not knocking any other city. I'm in love with Novi. We're the best of the best.
We are. And thank you for all you do. And
for all you do.
Thank Damon and Josh for being here
and
filming with us today.
The Emmy Award.
We did not mention that. We
I
should
think you
have brought
should.
one. See, in all of our travels.
I think we should say that this crew, Cheryl and Damon and Josh, won an Emmy their first time out in the first year of service. A real Emmy. It's not just a pretend thing. It's a Michigan Emmy, isn't it?
I think we would all agree that that's the question we get the most is it a real Emmy? It's a real Emmy.
It's a real Emmy.
Yep, it's a real statuette.
I like the word Emmy.
I do too.
Yeah.
So
it's an Emmy.
Yes, but the congratulations goes to the dynamic
congratulations
duo.
to you too.
Well, to them behind the cameras that do the work, and it's their vision and creativity, and
they try and make us look good.
They do a great job at that. So thank you both for being here and for winning the Emmy on behalf of the city.
Congratulations.
So thanks. We'll bring it next time.
We will. We'll show it.
Okay.
Is it heavy? I've never, is it?
It's not like you're not putting it in the ground. It's,
No, I mean, would I be able to carry it? Because I'm not the strongest of people,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Ask Josh. He might let you borrow it.
I might ask.
The answer is no.
No. Well, I know people. I'll talk to Josh off camera.
So thank you guys. Thank you, Novi community members, for watching us on this edition of Update Novi. If you've made it all the way through to the end, we wonder
why wouldn't they? Where could you go and get this kind of entertainment for free on Channel 13? Right. This is better than The Price is Right or something.
That's true. So as always, cityofnovi.org for anything and everything Novi. And until next time, stay safe.